이번엔 47개의 경계로 보는 세계사라는 책에 대한 소개를 드리고자 합니다. 저희 이 책에 대한 설명은 7월 21일 월요일 홍승표 국립통일교육원 서기관님께서 월요일 4시 반부터 5시 반까지 진행을 해주실 예정인데요. 이 책의 저자이신 존 엘리츠 교수님께서 직접 이 책을 소개하시는 비디오를 한번 만나보겠습니다.
Hello, I'm John Elledge, and I'm here to talk to you about my exciting new book, A History of the World in 47 Borders, the stories behind the lines in our maps. I was going to say it does exactly what it says in the tin. That's not quite
아,
true. It's 47 Borders is a lie. It's 47 essays, but actually this book contains stories about far more than 47 borders. It runs through all of human history, starting with the unification of ancient Egypt in about 3100 BC, and running right to the sort of space race of the last few years, in which Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos have been having a bit of a fight about where space begins. I was thinking of doing a single fact from every essay in the book, but then I worked out how long that would take. And you're not going to sit there for that long, are you? So I'm just going to give you my top 10. Okay, number one. The first Chinese emperor used to kidnap young men from across his empire and force them to help build the Great Wall. Number two. There used to be a German state in the Holy Roman Empire populated entirely by the unmarried daughters of the nobility. Number three, the Mason-Dixon line, which I'm sure you've heard of, but it's not the border between the northern and southern US states. It's something completely different. What? You're going to have to read the book to find out. Number four, roughly 15% of the land in the United States was in fact stolen from Mexico in what can only be described as an imperialist war. Number five, there is a straight line on the map of East Africa to this day because in 1913, some British blokes got a bit tired. Number six, sticking with the British Empire, the first Prime Minister of India almost certainly had an affair with Lady Mountbatten, wife of the last Viceroy, and this did have an effect on partition. Number seven, you can still see the path of the Berlin Wall if you look at satellite photographs taken from space. You can literally see the path of the Berlin Wall today from space. Number eight, in 1976, in the Korean demilitarized zone, the United States government used fighter aircraft, B-52 bombers, and dozens of attack helicopters to deal with a single annoying poplar tree. Number nine, the Barbie movie, which we all enjoyed a great deal, I'm sure. The Barbie movie caused a diplomatic incident related to China's claims of sovereignty over the South China Sea. And number 10, very topical as I recall this in early May, Iraq and Saudi Arabia are technically eligible to join the European Broadcast Union because they're in the European Broadcasting Area, and thus, if they so wished, to participate in the Eurovision Song Contest. That is just 10 of the literally, lots of amazing facts with jokes you will find in my new book, A History of the World in 47 Borders, which is out now and which you should buy from Stanford's, where it is Book of the Month for the month of May. Thank you very much.
네, 이렇게 책에 대한 간단한 설명을 1부터 10가지, 10가지의, 잠시만요. 10가지의 사실로 구분해서 책에 대한 설명을 진행을 해주셨는데요. 요 책에 대한 한국어 본이 곧 출시가 될 예정이라고 합니다. 그래서 그에 대한 설명을 홍승표 국립통일교육원 서기관님께서 진행을 해주실 예정이에요. 네, 여러분 그러면 지금부터 존 엘레지 교수님에 대한 세범위 블로그 들어가는 법을 한 번 더 배워보도록 하겠습니다. 지금 새롭게 접속한 친구들이 있어서 저희 블로그가 왜 중요한지 함께 알아보도록 할 예정입니다. 한 번 더 강조를 드리도록 할게요. 21일부터 23일까지 진행되는 2차 서머스쿨에는 총 150명의 학생들이 3일간 참석이 가능한데요. 저희가 이때 이제 학생들을 초청하는 기준으로 첫 번째, 블로그 댓글, 두 번째, 1차 서머스쿨, 여러분이 지금 참여하고 계신 1차 서머스쿨 참여 여부를 그 판단의 척도로 삼으려 합니다. 이에 여러분들이 저희가 드리는 여러 가지 블로그 링크를 바탕으로 다양한 질문을 남겨주시고 활동을 전개해 주시면 그를 바탕으로 저희가 2차 서머스쿨 참여자를 결정할 예정입니다. 네, 그럼 지금부터 GG 서포터 존 엘리스 교수님에 대한 세범위 블로그를 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 이 링크는 제가 여러분들이 단톡방에서 채팅으로 확인하실 수 있게 한 번 더 공유해드리도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이렇게 47개의 경계를 넘는 세계사라는 책에 대해서 한 번 더 소개를 해주시고 계시고요. 네, 사실 아까 영상에 또 잠깐 이야기가 나왔는데 47개의 경계를 넘는다라고 했는데 실제로는 47개 이상의 이야기가 담겨 있다고 해요. 네, 그러면 존 엘리스 교수님이 이 책에 대해 한국 독자들에게 남기신 말을 함께 살펴보겠습니다.
I'm John Elledge. I'm the author of A History of the World in 47 Borders. I'm very excited that the book is coming out
네.
in Korean, translated by my dear friend here. I am slightly nervous about it because I think if there is any country in the world that knows a lot about the borders and the problems they bring, it probably is going to be the good people of South Korea. So I hope I haven't got anything wrong. But I do. One of the questions I kind of try and answer in the book is the extent to which borders shape identities as opposed to identities shape borders. And I kind of think Korea is a very interesting case study in that particular question, where you do have, one people that have been tragically divided by history and have gone off in two completely different directions. It will be sort of very interesting to see how that story plays out over the next few decades and centuries. But I really hope. The book it only has one chapter about Korea in it, I'm afraid, but there's a lot about Europe, there's a lot about European imperialism, there's a lot about the histories of the Americas, about colonialism in Africa, we go all the way back into ancient history, we look at Egypt and Rome and the Great Wall of China, and it ends with the question of where the Earth ends and space begins. So it's really the whole sweep of human history, told through borders and questions about history and geography, and also frankly lots of stories about human stupidity, which are my personal favourites. And I really very much hope you enjoy the book. And it's out, I believe, in May. Thank you.
네, 이렇게 한국 독자들에게도 메시지를 남겨주셨습니다. 여러분, 제가 지금 보내드린 링크로 접속하시면 존 엘리스 교수님에 대한 더 많은 정보와 그리고 댓글을 작성할 수 있는 댓글창이 나오는데요. 쭉 내려오셔서 여기 포스트 커멘트로 가신 후에 파란색 포스트 커멘트 버튼을 누르시고 여기 간단한 자기소개, 저는 어느 고등학교의 누구입니다와 같은 간단한 자기소개와 함께 영어로 댓글을 남겨주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 영어와 한국어를 함께 남겨주셔도 되고 영어로만 남겨주셔도 괜찮을 것 같아요. 여기까지 GG 서포터인 존 엘리스 교수님에 대한 소개였는데요.